What? Rattlesnakes. Damn. Hey guys, Duane here. Yeah, I'm riding my bike. I stopped in a park to take a break and show you what's going on out here. Yeah, it's a really nice park with 3 different ball fields. They have a water area for kids with water that comes out of the ground. They also have a dog park over on the other side of this park. One of my favorite parks. And they also have these covered gazebos with picnic tables. Yeah, and if you come here on a weekday, you can have the whole place to yourself. Anyway, I wanted to tell you a story. I'm going to call it karma. Alright? This is not the kind of story I normally tell because it's a little dark, but yeah, I'm just putting it out there. Okay, so 2 years ago, 2014, a group of people cheated my wife and I out of a significant amount of money. Alright? We went to a lawyer because we're going to sue them. And when we told him what happened, he said, you know, what they did was immoral, but not quite illegal. So he said, if you take this to court, you're going to lose. And when you lose something like this, you're going to end up paying the other party's legal fees. And you don't want to do that. So basically he's saying there's nothing legally we can do. Alright, so I thought about a lot of different ways. Revenge 101. But I ran all these scenarios through my head, and every one of them ended up with Duane in prison. So that's not really a smart play. So I turned it over to the universe and karma, and I forgot about it until yesterday. Yesterday, I found out one of the people who was involved in cheating my wife and I 2 years ago has cancer. Is that karma? Maybe. I don't know. All I can say is, sucks to be her. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Peace out. So, this is kind of interesting. People have been putting locks on this fence. Up and down the fence. Not a ton of locks, but a few. I think the idea is Seahawks. You come here with your boyfriend or girlfriend and you put a lock on the fence, and then you throw the key down there, and then that means you're supposed to be together forever. I think that's the deal. Eli loves Amy. Yeah, I don't know if it works with the combination lock. I guess it does. This one, V plus R 1974. That's interesting because this fence has not been here that long. So, I don't know. Anyway, on with the ride. Hey guys, Duane here. This is part of that preserve. Remember a few months ago I buried a survival cache, and then when I went back to dig it up it was gone. This is not close to that, but it is part of the same preserve. You can see a bridge way over there. Yeah, anyway. Okay, anyway, so I should probably not move the phone around so much. Find a cool backdrop, tell you a story. This is one I've thought about telling you off and on, but I never did because it's kind of dark. And maybe doesn't show Duane in the best light. But today's theme seems to be dark stories, so here we go. When I was 7 years old, this was back in 1968, I was in second grade, and we spent, I don't know, several days learning how to tell time in school. And there were no digital clocks that I remember. We had this little cardboard, everybody got a little cardboard clock with little hands that you can move, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I got pretty good at it. I was I was actually pretty proud of myself. I could look at a clock and I could tell you what time it was, any time of day. All right. So yeah, that was one of little Duane's accomplishments. Anyway, so we were at my grandparents' house. I think it was Christmas Eve. A bunch of family was there, aunts and uncles and my parents and my brothers and I. And it was getting late, and everybody was getting ready to pack up and leave. And my grandmother looks at the clock, and she said, "It's 10 o'clock." And I looked at the clock, and it was 9:45. So I said, "No, it's not." Whack! That bitch slapped me across the face. From out of nowhere, for no damn reason. Yeah, pissed me off. And I cried, and neither one of my parents said a word. All right, and my grandmother was, I don't know, she was kind of a small thing, but I guess people were afraid of her because she did shit like that. My uncle did tell her, you know, that was uncalled for, but she told him to shut up, and there was probably booze involved. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. That shaped Duane as he was growing up. You know, I didn't dwell over it. It didn't like take over my life. I didn't hate her with all my might and wish her dead or anything like that. But I never did trust her. I never turned my back on her. Yeah, I lost all love and respect for her in 1 second. And over the years, it was never spoken of again. She never apologized or explained. Yeah, it was total bullshit. All right. Anyway, so fast forward 13 years. When I was 20 years old, I got a phone call from my dad saying that my grandma had passed away. I gotta be honest, I felt happy. I was happy she was dead. I don't know. Think what you want. But yeah, that was my first reaction. My second reaction was I felt sorry for my dad because it was his mother. His mother died. And so I felt bad for him. But yeah, I was glad she was gone. It's terrible to say. So my dad and I talked about the funeral, and then we hung up, and for the rest of the day, I gotta be honest, I was in a really good mood. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this story has a point. There is a point to the story. The point is, I learned, besides not correcting my grandmother, I learned when you're on this earth, you're being observed, you're being perceived. People are either looking up to you or watching you and taking in this information. So the bottom line is, when you die, how do you want to be remembered? How many people are going to say, I'm glad that son of a bitch is dead? How many people are going to be sad and genuinely miss you? Yeah, so think about that. Watch your actions. Anyway, yeah, that's about all I have to say. Alright, gonna continue this bike ride. There's one last view of this little area. I don't know how far these paths go. I haven't explored that much over here because there are ticks and rattlesnakes. Beauty and danger all rolled into one. Alright, talk to you later. Peace out. Hey guys, I was just getting ready to leave, and you're not going to believe what I found. It pays to look around. It sure does. Check this out. See that? Cute little pocket knife. Not spring assisted or anything. Made in China, but it's not all rusty. It's got an edge on it. Neat little knife. Huh. How cool is that? Pretty cool. Sweet. It's a good day. Alright. Peace out.